Hello everyone and welcome to Gaming Phoenix HD. My name is Enrique and thank you for checking out my channel. So in today's video, I'll actually be covering I'll be telling you my thoughts on Ironsight. Now Ironsight is a game that was made by Wiple Games in 2018 originally, but then the game was basically shut down because there were a lot of issues with it back then. So they pretty much shut it down. There were some issues with the publisher as well. But I think it's like last year they brought the game back. And it's been better based on what I've been hearing from others who've been playing the game from 2018. So like I said, I'm new to the game. I started a few days ago. It's probably been a week now since I've been playing. Haven't been playing as long as the other players. But I've actually started to hate this game somewhat. It's mainly because of four things. The first one, as everyone in this community knows who plays Ironsight, the netcode is garbage. So you'll be there seeing a player in front of you, you'll be shooting that player, but there's no hit marker or anything. That player's not taking any damage. And then they'll just turn and shoot you, and then you're dead. And you'll be like, what, this guy's hacking? And then it's worse, they don't have replays like kill cams, which Call of Duty has. So I'm coming from the Call of Duty side of things, so I'm kind of used to that. So that bugs me a little bit as well. I really wish they had that, because then you could see how the players are actually playing. So the netcode is really bad. That's the main thing that I really hate about this game. And another thing, you'd be shot through corners because of it, or even through walls. So you'd be behind cover and someone would be just shooting at you, and then you just find yourself dead, and then you see the person running away and you're like, what the heck? That's quite annoying. The second thing, the recoil. It's really inconsistent, especially for the AR guns, the assault rifles. You'll be aiming at a target, shooting the target. First 3 or 4 bullet hits, and the target starts moving. You start trailing the target with your gun. Your aim doesn't come off the target, but then all of a sudden, that vertical recoil that you were experiencing, especially with the AKs and the Type 89, that vertical recoil that you were experiencing, suddenly becomes horizontal recoil. So you find that the target may be moving to the right, you're tracking the target, shooting at them, trying to compensate for that vertical recoil, and then all of a sudden the gun starts moving to the left, which is crazy. That just throws you off completely. So you might end up emptying an entire clip and the person still doesn't die. That has happened to me on several occasions. I'm getting real tired of it. The third thing, what was it? Oh, the game isn't optimized. So for example, on a map like Mart, for example, really tight, really compact, real aggressive plays are advantageous. On my specific computer, on my laptop, I'll get roughly 45 to 50 frames per second. I know a lot of the guys with more powerful systems might be getting a lot higher, but anyways, I'll be getting 45 to 50 frames per second, right? And then as soon as someone pops in front of me, like, my vision doesn't even shift. Another player just needs to pop in front of me, and then my FPS, my frame rate, goes all the way down to like 22. And as soon as they move or they die, it goes right back up. Like, that's just crazy. I'm coming from like Modern Warfare 2. Yes, there's still online servers with that game. I run that game all the time, and I see anywhere between 45 to 50, maybe 52 FPS on certain maps. And it doesn't really drop below that, unless it's like someone throws a smoke grenade and then a frag grenade on top of that. I mean, you know, the explosions will start to add a load to the CPU, and then your frames might actually drop. But other than that, I don't have those issues with Modern Warfare. And coming to this game, like right out of Modern Warfare, it's a little bit crazy. And I really wish they'd actually work to fix that. Don't get me wrong, the developers are still working on the game, they're still fixing it, the game is still in beta, but I mean, they're only fixing small issues. Like the last update that they had, they were like, oh, we'll just fix it that melee attacks actually work. I'm like, what? So sometimes before that you'd have to mail it like go twice to kill somebody, and they're like, oh, we just fixed that now. I'm like, fix the goddamn netcode, because that's the main issue. That's the main reason why everyone's leaving. No one really melees anyone anymore, or melee or whatever that one to be pronounced. No one really does that anymore, unless they're like really close, which 90% of the time you won't get that close to somebody. If you do, you start hip firing. You don't have time to pull for a knife. So that's basically it for that. I think there was something else that I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember. So I guess I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, the clip that was that's being shown in the background that I'm using as an overlay, that was a match that I played earlier on, and yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content.